In Chapter 3, Section 5 covers the percent composition of compounds. So our definition of percent by mass is going to be an equation described by N, which I'll describe in a minute, and that's times the molar mass of whatever element we're looking at. And we're going to divide that by the molar mass of the entire compound. And since it's a percent, times by 100. So what we're looking at is this percent by mass, is we're looking at how much of our compound is composed of which elements. So N represents the number of moles of whatever element we're looking at in 1 mole of the compound. So we'll get this N value generally by looking at the subscripts in the formula. So if we do an example and we look at what is the percent composition for carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen in C2H6O2. So we want to look at what is the percent carbon, the percent hydrogen, and the percent oxygen. Okay, so we're looking percent by mass of each of these elements. So for our carbon, I'll do these in 2 colors so we can kind of distinguish between these lines. Carbon, we have 2 of them, so our N value is 2. Molar mass of carbon is 12.01 grams per mole. Divide by our molar mass of our compound, and to determine that, we have 2 times carbon, which is 12.01. We have 6 times hydrogen, which is 1.008, and we only have 1 oxygen at 16.00. We add all of this together, and we should get 46.07 grams per mole. So each of our calculations over here, we're going to be dividing by 46.07. So we have 2 times 12.01 divided by 46.07 into a percent form, and we have 52.14%. So roughly half by mass of this molecule is composed of carbon. Go ahead and try similar calculations for hydrogen and oxygen. Pause the video, test your calculations out, and then I'll go through them. So we have 6 hydrogens. Each hydrogen has a mass of 1.008. Divide it by our molar mass of our compound times 100. We have 13.13%. Oxygen here, we have only 1 oxygen times 16.00. Divide by 46.07 times 100. We get 34.73%. So roughly a third of it is from oxygen, a third of the mass is from oxygen, half of it is from carbon, and the remaining amount is from hydrogen. Don't worry if your numbers over here when you calculate don't add up to exactly 100%. They should definitely be close, but depending on how you round your percentages, that's going to affect how they add up.